ranting about the day of the jackal and why I know this series failed to pull off anything but being a fraud, a mirage, and a forgettable spectacle. But first, the cast. Eddie Redmayne playing the jackal, Lashonda Lynch playing Bianca Pullman, Ursula Cabero playing Uriah, Eleanor Matsuura playing Zena Jansson, Richard Dormer playing Norman, Leah Williams playing Isabel Kirby, Chukwudi Uweju playing Osita Harkrow, Charles Dance playing Timothy Winthrop, Sule Remy playing Paul Pullman. Now, let's talk about the characters, Jackal and Bianca. I started watching this series, was 2 episodes in, and knew something was very wrong. If you're going to create a character who takes lives for the sole purpose of making money, and that particular character is a husband and a father, the character is already flawed. Why? Because there hasn't been any moral or psychological justification which puts the character on this career path. In the Jackal's case, the lack of this type of exposition demeans the character's motivation and persistence with being an assassin. The better option, I believe, would have been for the Jackal not to have a family, but rather make the character suffer from split personality disorder, which is also known as dissociative identity disorder. Now let's talk about Bianca. Bianca is an MI6 agent, but why is she a woman and why is she black? Why isn't the agent a man who doesn't even need to be black? The showrunners and producers decided that the arch nemesis to the Jackal would be a mother who is married, has a daughter, and is barely present or involved in her family affairs because she values her career more than her family. Let me point out that Bianca is not the major earner or breadwinner in her family. So which brings us back to why should we, the viewers, root for a woman who cares less about her family and more about her career? Isn't this the red flags and reasons why most couples get divorced? Because the options are very easy to grasp. You either love your family or your job. And if it is your family, then get another job. I mean, it's not like Bianca is the only ballistic specialist in the world. And rightly so, she isn't. Now, the aesthetics of the show. The series is visually stunning. Its lustrous skylines and metropolitan buildings does add to the rich aesthetic of the scene's mise-en-scène in each frame. The shots are beautifully captured, palettes are superb, even the music adds a rich touch to the scenery. Now I want to draw everyone's attention to the tactical combat experience in this series from the character Bianca. Bianca's lack of combat experience is quite obvious. We the viewers become very aware of this when she is on site to apprehend a gunsmith who might be connected to the Jackal. Her men get slaughtered and wasted, and a dialogue from Halo Fall of Reach comes to mind, and it goes like this. Post the augmentation process and squad leader John 117 lost men to the severe process. He has a conversation with Chief Mendes, who explains that it is acceptable to spend lives, but what is unacceptable is wasted sent lives. In conclusion, Bianca has no business being in the field and also being team leader of a squad. I will also prove it to you in a scenario regarding a breach. There are several tactical procedures to employ to avoid fatal casualties, friendly fire, or collateral damage. I would expect that someone who is in the MI6 would be experienced in how to breach a property. Bianca employed no drones to scope out the heat signature verification. She used no wire cams to verify and identify any number of non-combatants or hostiles in the premises, or you could say high-value targets. All these narrative errors because someone thought it was a good idea to cast Lashana Lynch, a black woman, in a chest armor and give her an assault rifle, putting her fingers on the trigger, and then making us see a boss lady extraordinaire. Now let's talk about the casting. There were several iterations or adaptations of The Day of the Jackal, one of which was titled The Jackal, starring Richard Gere and Bruce Willis. Now, this is an outstandingly good pairing of actors, which will definitely aid in springboarding the marketing for the movie. This is finesse casting by putting the very best against the very best. Unlike the series, how is it possible for me, a viewer, to believe that Lashana Lynch's Bianca can go up against Eddie Redmayne's Jackal? It's unimaginable. Furthermore, Eddie's acting prowess supersedes Lynch 1,000,000 to 1. That's equivalent to the impact of a star detonating, creating a supernova. That's the impact of Eddie's performance with his viewers always leaves them in awe. I asked myself several questions like, I wonder where Mads Mikkelsen was during this casting. In conclusion, the direction a story should always attempt to achieve flawlessly is believability. There must be a suspension of disbelief for a body of work, which could be literature or motion picture, before catharsis can occur. How long will this nonsense in the movie business continue? This nonsense of casting for the purpose of being identified as being feminine conscious or being recognized as DEI sensitive. How long indeed? Can we just go back to getting good stories on our screens, please? Members of the Round Call, what do you guys think? Do you agree with me, or are you in the line of supporting and encouraging contents like this? Let me know in the comments. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you all on the next one.